Welcome to Unleash the Awesome with Dave Gambrill. All of us have unique skills, talents, and abilities that aren't being used to their full potential. Our mission is to share the people, tools, apps, and other resources that will help you unleash your awesome on the world.
Yo, what's up? It's Dave. Welcome to another episode of Unleash the Awesome. Today I'm going to tell you about why trying to reverse engineer success is a fool's game. It's a fool's game. What do I mean by that? So I see a lot of people. This happens a lot in online marketing, but it happens in other places as well. I see a lot of people. I deal with a lot of coaching clients that start off like this. I see a lot of people in my digital marketing mentorship Facebook group, people that reach out to me in different social channels. They say, hey, I saw so-and-so do this, and I'm just going to do that too in my business, and then I'll be successful. I'm like, well, okay, but you're not going to be actually, because I have some line of sight to actually what they did, and what you can see is really just the tip of the iceberg. I'd say what you could see is 20%, maybe 30%. The other 70 or 80% is stuff that you can't see. You can't see the launch campaign that went into it. You can't see the follow-up funnels and sequences and emails that are behind it. You don't see the ad targeting. You don't see a lot of stuff. And so one of the biggest ones that I see this with is book funnels. So let's say you're trying to sell a book, and you've probably seen these, quote, free plus shipping offers online. So, hey, you get my book for free, you just pay $7 shipping or whatever. That is a very, very popular way to promote a book. And that, I'll give you an example. If you go to Gambrill.com/traffic, okay, Gambrill.com/traffic, that is where you can get a copy of Russell Brunson's newest book, Traffic Secrets, for free. You just pay shipping. Okay, see how that goes? And go check it out. Okay, and go get a copy of the book. Yes, that's an affiliate link. I get a whopping $1 if you decide to get the book. But go check it out. Go get it. It's a good book. You should have it anyway. It should definitely be in your marketing library. But go look at that funnel and check it out. And you're going to see it, and you're going to say, wow, this is really cool. I'm going to sell my book too for free plus shipping. And then you're going to start trying to do the math, and you're going to say, well, maybe, okay, so you pay whatever it is, $8 or $9 for the shipping and handling, and you're going to look at that and you're going to say, well, okay, I guess shipping is probably $5 or $6, and they're probably charging, I don't know, it's costing $1 or $2 to get the book published. And so you're trying to do all this math around how they're doing that, right? And so you're like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my book printed, and it's going to cost this and whatever, and then we're going to wrap it into that $9 or whatever that fee is. And the reality is, some of those book funnels, some people that don't do it really well, that don't optimize it, actually probably lose a little money if all you buy is the book. But I know Russell and his team, and he's shown me some of the data behind what he's doing. And if you get his book, Traffic Secrets, he shows you some of the data behind his other funnels as well. What you don't see is the back-end follow-up sequences. So you don't see, you will actually see, if you go buy the book, you'll see some of the upsells and the cross-sells. And what you don't realize is a fair amount of people will take those things. Like, they'll want to get a copy of the audiobook. They don't want to wait for the book to get shipped to them. So they get a copy of the audiobook, and that helps make a little more revenue, things like that. But there's so many things in that back-end offer, the upsells and the cross-sells, whatever, that it makes that funnel profitable. Okay, but a lot of people don't take any of that into account. And then what they also don't take into account is, if you buy that thing online and now they have your name and email address, then they continue to offer you things and coaching and services and stuff like that, where they can also generate more revenue. Okay, but from the outside, if you just looked at that, and this is what a lot of people do. It's why I'm sharing this podcast with you today. That's why I want to get this out in the open, because I don't want this to happen to you. I get a lot of people who come to me who have a book, and they're like, I want to set up a funnel just like that, one of those free plus shipping. I've seen Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Russell Brunson and all these people do it. That's what I want to do. And I say, okay, fine. What does your back end offer look like? What are the upsells and the cross sells? And what are you going to do for the follow up? And they're like, huh? What? What are you talking? What is it? What do you mean? No, I'm just going to put that book out there and do it free plus shipping. I'm like, yeah, but you're going to lose money if you do it like you're trying to do it. No, but all these guys do it. Okay, but you're going to lose money. Right? So that's just one super egregious example. But I see other ones too where people try to launch a product online and they look at how, like, maybe one of my mentors, Jeff Walker, right? He teaches this thing called product launch formula. People look at that methodology and they go, yeah, I could just do that. I'll put out a couple of videos, 2 or 3 videos, and then I'll have a sales video and I'll sell $1 million. It'll be great. I'm like, no, there's certain things and sequences to the videos. There's certain things you say in the first video and the second video, and there's a connection between all the videos, and you got to make sure you do a recap and all this other stuff. But again, most people just see it and go, whatever, I'll just try to replicate it. So my polite suggestion and encouragement to you would be, if you see somebody in the marketplace that's successful and they're going to offer you some training, whether it's a book, whether it's a webinar or a seminar or a conference or a course or coaching, instead of just looking at it and going, well, I'm just going to see what they're doing and try to copy it or mimic it, which you shouldn't do anyway, but I'm just going to kind of look at that model and do it for myself. Instead of doing that, if they're going to sell a book to you or a course, just buy the course or the book. Trust me on this one. Are you ready? You will lose more money and be more frustrated and lose time and probably give up on your book or your business or whatever it is you're trying to do if you try to reverse engineer it. If the course or the coaching program or the event costs $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, I'd say up to $5,000. It would be worth every single penny for you to invest in some training where they're going to show you exactly what they did, exactly how to do it. Because I guarantee if you try to stumble and bumble your way to success by reverse engineering it, you'll probably lose a few $1,000s in Facebook ad costs alone that you didn't target properly. You'll probably lose a couple $1,000s in trying to get your funnel set up. You'll probably lose a couple $1,000s in trying to get your design and your copy done. You'll easily spend $10,000 if you're just guessing. So stop guessing. That's what I tell people. You can't have a $1 million business with a minimum wage mindset, right? But a lot of people are like, I'm going to try to get the free email service, and I'm going to try to go to the library and get this book, and I'm going to watch this one video this person has on YouTube. I mean, you can do all that, and I get it. You got to bootstrap, and sometimes you got to be really smart about your budget and get going. But listen, it makes more sense in the long run if you just get the course, the framework, the stuff that people put together for you instead of reverse engineering it. If you try to reverse engineer it, you're going to have a bad time. I was trying to think before I turned this microphone on today, if I can think of one example of somebody who came to me and said, hey man, I reverse engineered the whole thing and it was perfect, that I actually did better. And I couldn't think of one time. And I tried to think of many times that I did it and if I had any success. And the answer to that was also no. I mean, I learned some things along the way, but it cost me. I mean, that education was costly. And again, the trial and error costs were probably 10x what it would have been if I just bought the course or got the coaching or read the book. That's the other thing. People sometimes will get the book or the course and they don't do anything with it. So again, my encouragement to you today, if you want to build something sustainable and someone's going to give you the answers, they're going to give you the recipe, the checklist, I know that success leaves clues. So it would be in your best interest to grab that thing, whatever it is. Obviously, it has to be somebody that's respected in the industry and has shown that not only can they do it, but they also have many success stories in their coaching program or course or whatever it is. Sometimes people are putting a bunch of crap out there. But the people I share with you, the people that I've talked about in this podcast and will continue to share with you, people like James Wedmore and Brendan Burchard and Amy Porterfield and folks like that, Stu McLaren, Jeff Walker, all good, solid people in the marketplace who have hundreds, if not thousands of success stories from their students. And they all offer a variety of different things to get involved in what they do, down to a book, a couple dollars for a book, all the way up to a $50,000 a year coaching program, which I know lots of you won't be doing right now. But when your business grows and you're doing millions of dollars a year, then yeah, you might pay $50,000 for a coaching program to make sure that you don't make mistakes, because now you have all this money coming in, millions and millions of dollars of revenue. $50,000 is a pretty cheap insurance program, if you will, for a company or a business that's that size, because once you get there, there's other decisions and things you have to make that you were not making when you were a $10,000 a year business or a $100,000 a year business, right? So, all right. So that's all I got for today's episode. Until we meet again, go out and unleash your awesome on the world. See ya.
Thanks for listening to Unleash the Awesome. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you listen to your podcasts. And please share us on your favorite social media platforms using #UnleashAwesome.